It just got way worse, so I needed to make another video about Donald Trump's disastrous town hall on Fox News with Sean Hannity because at the very end of the town hall, there was a little bit of an awkward moment where Donald Trump calls Sean Hannity out on his BS. Funny, it's supposed to be the other way around when you have a journalist and a politician on stage, but Donald Trump calls Sean Hannity out and it leads to a little bit of an awkward moment. Let's not waste any time. Let's dig into some of these wild clips from Donald Trump's Fox News town hall, if you even want to call it that. They didn't even take any audience questions. In this first clip, Donald Trump boasts about how smart he is, about how smart his family is, and the only word I can think of throughout this is hubris. Just listen, it's beyond parody.
Upgraded our entire program. And you know, the one program I hated to upgrade, hated it, was the nuclear program. And I understand it maybe better than anybody. My uncle was at MIT, a professor, the longest serving professor in the history of MIT, a very smart guy. We have a smart family. It's nice to have a smart family. But I understood nuclear for a long time, the power of nuclear weapons. You need a president that's not going to be taking you into war.
He spent more time talking about how smart he was than he actually did talking about any substantial policy. Actually, he spent zero time talking about any substantial policy. Remember less than a week ago when he was being interviewed by Mark Levin on Fox News, because he only takes interviews from people who are friendly with him. He rambled on for 30 seconds about how he can talk to somebody for 5 minutes and become a master at any topic. So he thinks he's a master at nuclear, and in the same vein, he thinks he's a master of transportation. Again, make sure you leave a like on this video, and make sure you subscribe to the Mockler channel below.
Figure this out. The American people, I think a lot of them want to know, how do you come by your decisions and how do you manage in the Oval Office?
I don't want to know that.
Well, I think that I learned, like I talked about the truckers, I learned about trucks, and by talking to them, in 5 minutes I knew as much as I'm going to have to know to make decisions that are going to be earth-shattering for transportation,
Lord have mercy.
for moving cargo and moving a lot of other things.
Earth-shattering decisions. This man could not shatter anything. He is actually really dumb. Here is the audience cheering after Donald Trump talks about the world blowing up. You know, Tim Walz gave a speech earlier that was great, and he said in it that every time Trump talks, it's like the new screenplay for a Mad Max movie, and that is so true. I am always talking about Donald Trump using this apocalyptic rhetoric, saying that the country is failing, the country is melting down. He makes it sound like a wasteland when we actually have a pretty beautiful country with a lot of identifiable flaws that VP Harris wants to fix. But watch this.
Trump, everybody, now I'm not saying it, but he said it because I'd rather say respect, but he said everybody was afraid of Trump. You bring him back, you're not going to have any problems. It's all going to go away. The world is blowing up. The world is blowing up.
Who said that? Viktor Orban? Vladimir? I'm sure it was Viktor Orban or Vladimir Putin.
This brings, and Sean, one thing? Yeah. The world is blowing up. And when you look at Ukraine and you look at Russia, you look at all the things that are happening, we are potentially getting ready. I'm telling you, and I've made a lot of predictions, and this is not a prediction because it's so bad. I don't want it to be a prediction. We're heading into World War III territory. And because of the power of weapons, nuclear weapons in particular, but other weapons also, and I know the weapons better than anybody because I'm the one that bought them and, you know, we rebuilt our entire military.
I'm very impressed. How does one man know everything better than anybody? How does he know about infectious diseases better than the experts? How does he know so much about the Bible, so much about family values and nuclear weapons and foreign policy? I mean, obvious sarcasm.
Our entire program. And you know, the one program I hated to upgrade, hated it, was the nuclear program, and I understand.
Donald Trump could literally take a shit on stage, and I think most of these people would keep on cheering. I mean, he said the world is blowing up, and the entire audience just goes crazy. This is Donald Trump continuing to talk about VP Harris working at McDonald's. He is obsessed. I think he spent about 22 hours out of the past week just truthing and talking about VP Harris not working at McDonald's. When she did, she just never put it on one particular job application that leaked on the internet.
You know my jobs. I've listed them 100 times, working in the service industry and bartending and cooking and washing dishes and construction. Not McDonald's. That was a lie. And
By the way, she didn't work at McDonald's, right?
She did not. Well, there's no evidence of it.
Did she
so
work
far.
at McDonald's? Because
So far, no evidence.
Yeah, that's the crowd. I'm sure the crowd isn't incentivized to just kiss your ass. By the way, I guess this is a participatory thing with the audience because somebody just yelled out McDonald's and they took it in that direction. Sean Hannity is losing control of his own show. He's been doing this for probably longer than I've been alive, and I think I could handle this better. Now, this is Sean Hannity just kissing Donald Trump's ass before this awkward moment happens. Let me play this clip.
Let me ask you a more personal question, because you paid a very big price for getting into the political arena. Never mind opportunity costs that you would have had. You've had a successful business. Obviously, you've been a victim of lawfare, if you will, or a weaponized Department of Justice. Although
Sean Hannity goes on for the next 90 seconds, literally just kissing Trump's ass, saying, you're a successful businessman, you're great. But this is the wild part. So, Sean Hannity and Donald Trump marketed this with Fox News as an exclusive town hall where audience members would be asking adversarial questions and Donald Trump would be practicing for the debate in a roundabout way. But they never got to the questions tonight, and you can tell that Donald Trump is incredibly pissed off. Hannity made it all the way through the first installment of his town hall with Trump, which was actually just an interview where Trump gets his ass kissed. So take a look at this. And look how mad Trump looks when he's looking at Hannity. He is pissed off because he knows Hannity is about to cut the interview off, and Donald Trump calls him out.
all right, now, so unlike Kamala Harris, our time is actually up. However, we're going to let Dave McCormick ask the first question, and we're going to air that not tonight, but tomorrow night.
he always does this, you know.
I do.
Says, our time's up, but you know what? Let's make 2 shows out of it.
All right.
He's actually a little mad.
Former President Trump, as we continue, we are in the all-important state of Pennsylvania and Harrisburg. Thank you for being with us.
Donald Trump is actually a little mad when he's saying that, when he's calling him out. Look at Sean Hannity's like, oh God.
This, you know.
I do.
Says, our time's up, but you know what? Let's make 2 shows out of it.
All right.
Donald Trump is a showman. He loves the cameras. He loves the headlines. He loves being live on television. So I'm sure it hurts whenever that is cut off. But this entire interview was incredibly embarrassing. I'm not sure Sean Hannity quite knows how a town hall works. You're supposed to let the audience ask questions throughout the town hall, not just interview and not just brown nose the entire time. But that is what we got. Sean Hannity and Donald Trump sitting on stage talking about how great Donald Trump is for over an hour. And I don't know about you guys, but I am excited to see this upcoming debate. If you made it this far in the video, leave a comment letting me know if you're excited to see this debate in less than a week on September 10th. Hopefully, we will do something fun on this channel for the debate. I watched this, so you didn't have to. All that I ask in return is that you leave a like, comment a blue heart, subscribe, and have a great rest of your night. Peace out.